In today's video, I want to take you guys through the awesome Humble Indie PlayStation bundle. A lot of great games can be had super cheap. They've got 3 different tiers. We'll go through all of it, and the most expensive tier is only $15, and it's absolutely worth it. So we'll talk all about that and why it's such a great value. You can get 9 PlayStation 4 games for the price of $15. So definitely want to take you guys through that. Also, The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series will be dropping on September 10th. 50 hours of gameplay across 23 unique episodes is what it's touting, and this is all of the Walking Dead content in one package. Probably the final release they could do for it until the PlayStation 5 releases, and then who knows, they might milk it again and release another definitive series. Whatever the case may be, Walking Dead was tremendous. It was one of the best episodic game series ever, so I want to take a look at that. Also, Guerrilla Games is beginning mass hiring for some sort of new title, whether that be a Horizon 2, whether that be a new Killzone, whatever the case may be, they are hiring a lot, and that probably means they're working on something for the PlayStation 5. We'll talk that. And also, ahead of Stranger Things 3, the game, the PlayStation blog has an in-depth post on that game, and I do want to take a look at everything that they're touting ahead of the release of that, so we'll look at that at the end of this video. First up, I definitely want to take you guys through the Humble Indie PlayStation bundle, as it includes a lot of great games super cheap. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how Humble works, essentially they're broken up into 3 tiers. If you pay $1 or more, you'll get the basic tier, which includes 3 games. Then the Beat the Average is currently $8.80. That'll get you 4 more games, and then the top tier is $15 or more. That'll get you 2 more games. Right now, the Beat the Average is $8.80. That is fluctuating a little bit. It seems like a lot of people are just going with the Beat the Average instead of going all the way and paying $15. Whatever the case may be, I would recommend you to pay $15 if you don't own the game. So let's go through every tier. If you pay $1 or more, you'll get Grim Fandango Remastered, The Bard's Tale, and Inner Space. Now, Grim Fandango Remastered is very good. It's a classic adventure point-and-click game. Definitely for $1, that's a worthwhile buy. Currently, it's on sale as a part of the Steam sale, and it's going for $2.24. Here, you get it for $1, and you get a couple of other games as well, and you get the PlayStation 4 version, so that's nice. The Bard's Tale is a game that's received pretty well. Typically goes for $9.99, but here you get it as a part of this bundle. Another old school title, so visually it's nothing to write home about, but as a part of this bundle, I think it's pretty good. And then Inner Space, lastly, is a more recent game. This came out back in January of 2018. I thought it had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, not a lot of people checked it out, and it got a pretty mixed reception, a 65 on Metacritic right now. But nonetheless, I thought it was an interesting game, and as a part of a bundle for $1, I think it's a worthwhile checkout. The Beat the Average is pegged at $8.80, and this is where things get really good. You've got Layers of Fear in there, which is an okay survival horror game. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut is in here, which is great. This is a post-apocalyptic turn-based strategy RPG. Very good game, and this typically goes for like $30 or $40, so to get it as a part of this bundle is great. So that is an excellent win, and this was a game that's definitely designed for PC, but it made a relatively smooth transition to the PlayStation 4 and the DualShock 4 control, so I thought that was a worthwhile inclusion. Probably the best game as a part of the Beat the Average, the Talos Principle. This is an incredible first-person sci-fi puzzle game. Unfortunately, at this point, not a lot of people are talking about it anymore. However, it was a tremendous puzzle game, and it's made in the tradition of philosophical science, made by Crow Team and written by Tom Joubert, who worked on FTL and The Swapper, and Jonas Christie's The Sea Will Claim Everything. And as far as the Steam reception goes, overwhelmingly positive reviews, 16,558 reviews, 95% of those reviews were positive. I would just like to use that as a benchmark. On Metacritic, it's gotten 85. It was received incredibly well. Released all the way back in 2014, so obviously the talk surrounding the game is going to dissipate a little bit, but a great game. And the MSRP for this game, for whatever reason, is still $49.99. You should not be paying that price, but as a part of this bundle, it is a great inclusion to your PlayStation 4 library. And lastly, you do have Broken Age in there as well, and this is another very good inclusion, another game that was received really, really well. Another point-and-click adventure game, and as a part of the bundle, I think it's a nice inclusion. And lastly, the $15 or more tier is very good as well. You've got Killing Floor 2, which was a PlayStation Plus game a while ago, but this is a game that if you don't have it as a part of your library, you should definitely add it. As a part of this bundle, it's a great inclusion. It's a great multiplayer game, and I would highly recommend you to play this game with a couple of friends. That's how you're going to get the best experience possible. Think of something like Left 4 Dead, really reliant on its cooperative gameplay, but it's a really great game, and I would give it a strong recommendation. And a game that Tripwire has consistently kept updated with new content, new updates, and a consistently fresh experience. And also, as a part of the $15 or more tier, you will get Shadow Warrior 2. Shadow Warrior 2 is an awesome single-player, first-person, stylish action-adventure shooter. A lot of genres kind of congregate into it, but it's a great game. This one also features cooperative play, so if you want to play through it co-op, a great experience with that. But Shadow Warrior 2, definitely a game you can play solo follow as well and have a great time with it. Another game that was received incredibly well. Unfortunately, it does go for $39.99. However, right now as a part of this bundle, you're getting this and a bunch of other games for just $15, and I would give that an absolute recommendation. And I should mention that yes, if you do get the $15 or more tier, of course you will get everything in the previous tiers. It's not like you buy one tier and only get the games as a part of that tier. So if you pay $15 or more, you'll get everything in the Beat the Average and you'll get everything in the dollar or more tier. For $15, getting all of those games, that is a tremendous value. I know there's not a lot of big budget heavy hitters in here, but given that there are games like the Talos Principle, Wasteland 2, Shadow Warrior 2, Killing Floor 2, Grim Fandango Remastered, a lot of good stuff here. So we'll leave a link in the description box down below where you can check it out, and using that link we will get a little bit of a kickback as well. So we definitely appreciate that, but a great value, and you'll get a code for the PSN, and that'll grant you access to whatever tier you got in all of those games. Okay, moving on from that, The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series drops on September 10th. It's going to be $50, and it's going to include the entirety of the Walking Dead experience. It's going to include all 4 seasons of the series, along with the miniseries and several digital bonuses. There are over 50 hours of gameplay across 23 unique episodes, more than 10 hours of developer commentary also included, behind-the-scenes bonus features including concept and character art galleries, a return of The Walking Dead, a documentary short, faithful recreations of classic menus, and a music player with over 140 musical tracks. The collection also includes the application across all seasons and content of graphic black and art style that pays homage to the Walking Dead comics and was previously only available for the final season. It was noted graphic black is a loving tribute to the source material and a powerful art style that makes the game look like a living comic book. An idea the team formulated and perfected with the final season, this new visual style offers longtime fans a way to play the series in a brand new light while giving new audiences a smooth visual ride across all season. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series lets players experience the full story of Clementine as she grows from young girl to fearless survivor in the series that set a new benchmark for storytelling in games. A light of hope in dark times, Clementine learns from many protectors and endures countless threats in a post-apocalyptic world where the weak perish and the cruel survive. It's up to players who Clementine trusts, who she loves, who she hurts, and what she chooses to protect when she cannot save everyone. Of course, Walking Dead has been an incredible ride, not absolutely perfect, but I would say that there's a lot more good than bad here. And of course, Telltale did have a tumultuous road in getting this series out, all of that controversy, all of the problems that the studio was facing. Thankfully, they got this out, but unfortunately, it looks like we're never gonna see The Wolf Among Us Season 2, which is so depressing. But nonetheless, if you've never checked out The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series drops September 10th, and it is going to be a worthwhile pickup, even at the price of $49.99, given that you've got 4 seasons and 2 miniseries in there as well. I would say value-wise, it would be well worth it. And lastly, I do want to note that Guerrilla Games is beginning mass hiring for a new title. Now, we don't know what this new game is, but under the developer's job listing page, there is 13 new positions hiring for their next title, all posted just a little while ago. While there are no words like next generation, it most likely won't launch on PlayStation 4 this late in the generation. I would imagine that Guerrilla is working on a PS5 title. Guerrilla has already gotten out 2 games this generation, being Killzone Shadowfall and Horizon Zero Dawn, and I really think that's the best that you can expect out of a first-party Sony studio these days. They can get out 2 games a generation, and then after that, they're moving on to the next generation. We've seen that with Naughty Dog. They did Uncharted 4, and now they're doing The Last of Us Part 2. We saw that with Sucker Punch. They did Infamous Second Son. Now they're doing Ghost of Tsushima. Guerrilla Games did Killzone Shadowfall, and they did Horizon. And in the case of a Sony Santa Monica studio, we only got 1 major game out of them, being God of War. As far as the specific jobs that Guerrilla Games has posted, they're looking for a senior vegetation artist, senior technical animator for Living World, senior producer, senior technical animator, character TD, senior game writer, senior art producer, senior character animator, a network engineer, general application Java developer, co-dev producer, and AI programmer. Some of these job listings kind of point to a Horizon game. Some of them, like network engineer, make me think it's a Killzone game. Whatever the case may be, very excited that Guerrilla Games has continued to be hard at work on whatever they're working on. Maybe it will be a PlayStation 5 launch title, given that we don't really have an idea of any of the launch games for the PS5. It's still a ways away. I imagine we'll get an idea of that early in 2020, but I would highly expect a Guerrilla Games title to be a launch title as a part of the PlayStation 5. Now, whether that be a brand new Killzone, whether that be a Horizon, whether that be a brand new IP, your guess is as good as mine, but I would expect something new from Guerrilla for the launch of the PS5. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, check out the Humble Indie PlayStation bundle. A lot of great games as a part of that bundle. If you pay $15 or more, you get access to 9 great games, so that's definitely worth a checkout. The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series drops September 10th, and Guerrilla Games is beginning a mass hiring spree for a brand new title, probably a game for the PlayStation 5. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.